for this battle between these two athletes. Just misses with that left uppercut. Nice hook. The straight right just misses. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
The straight right just misses. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Can't land that jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Missing with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. Here we go for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Done with that counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Nope, that uppercut does not score. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. There's the bell for round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. That hook won't score. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
If you have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter, you've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the chair, use the reach, and use that end of shot power.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good round.
Go out there and win this next round.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him catch the fight. Great.
Focus back, get that jab back. Just boxing, be smart, get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost, don't worry about it.
What you do. Good round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. There's a counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. These two were made for each other. That counter shot lands. It's bombs away. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Good counter punching. Just misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need... There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Punch, counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Punches coming from every angle. Blocks the right there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That counter shot lands. He parries away that left hook. Punch, counter punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. done with that counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I love that chop slow.
Get your boxing back together. Put him back on this round.
So just keep him on the end of his jab. Get me timing already.
Bad round, alright, but you don't care. Go out there and win this next round. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Never one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Why are you going back into it? Now it's a tougher fight and he's going to be...
But you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it.
Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up. Just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. And he just missed with that left jab. A straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around them. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Missing with the left hook. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that risk. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? There's the bell, start round 9. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Swing and a miss with... Did you see that? Will the referee step in? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
The corner's got the towel. They're going to throw it in. How did they survive that?
Being dead.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. That body shot right there paralyzed him and won him the fight.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown. We've made it to round 10. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punching. Both of these guys have been headhunting. Not a lot of body work being shown. He just misses with that jab. Well, just a couple rounds. Hold it right there. Stumbling around in potholes. Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That thing never happened.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That counter shot lands. Do you believe this? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Crawford in trouble. Somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Good counter punching. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Misses with the straight left. He misses with that. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and... Whoa, wait a minute! Crawford is dazed! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That counter shot lands. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Swing and a miss with that hook. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Can't throw out a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.